From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Purdy. Open man is Jawan Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Well, the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Rams defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Purdy. This is Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 25, here's second down and 1. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll come up second and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Juwan Jennings, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. They bunch up and go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
First down for Ayuk. Quietly coming off a career year for the 49ers. got over 1,000 yards on his final catch of the regular season. Did that and caught 8 touchdowns despite playing with 3 different quarterbacks over the course of the year.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Purdy from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, a run with Evans. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To about the 40-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On second down, a run with Evans. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and a couple. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stafford. Incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this is caught. Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Purdy off the play fake. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. McCaffrey running up the middle and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down, here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Evans. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Evans has it left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's McLeod on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, he'll flip this out to Evans. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
McLeod to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
from the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give running right is Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack. That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right? Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. The Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it? I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop. Yeah, not like college. Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. They'll try the right side here with White. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Second down, and again it's Davis-Price. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Going for it, here's Davis-Price. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Give to Davis-Price up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Davis Price. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
53, ready. Alert!
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up second down. Now Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Davis-Price up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And give the tackle to Quentin Lake. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, and again it's Davis-Price. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Stay 50, stay 50. Like 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. From Southern California.